Hello, dear children. Good morning. In the topic tenses, let us have a quick recap on all the subclasses or all the different types of tenses. First, let us revise what are tenses. A verb based method used to indicate the time and sometimes continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking. That means when we are talking and when we talk about the verb, that is the action that we are doing, it can be action or it can be different ways of talking about any time. It can be in the continuation. Continuation means the action is going on or the action might have been completed in the past or while speaking or while the time of speaking, if we are talking about that particular period of time, or if we are talking about something that is going to happen. With context, with all these things, this is termed as tense. Now, when we talk about tense, it is originated from the Latin word tempus, which means time. Now, in English, when we use, it is a method that we use to refer time. So, we talk about the time that is in the past, present, and future. Past means whatever is already over. Present means we are talking about the time that is just now or going on. And future, that means the time that will come. The tenses of a verb shows the time when an action took place. So, on the basis of that, there are three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. In order to show at what stage an action is, each of the three tenses has been subdivided into four heads. These subdivisions are indefinite or simple tense, continuous or progressive tense, perfect tense, and perfect continuous tense. The further subdivisions are: under present tense we have simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Likewise, in past tense we have simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Lastly, in future tense we have simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. So, this is the subdivision. Now, let us go one by one into the detail of each tense. But dear students, in this video we'll just have a quick recap. So, for the details we'll be only going across the structure of each of the tense. When we talk about the simple present tense, the structure in the affirmative form, affirmative means positive, which is not negative. So, the structure is subject plus verb plus object. Here there is one example. I like sports. So, I is a subject, like is a verb, and sports, we are talking about the sports. So, here sport is a object. When we talk in the negative form, then we have subject plus auxiliary. Now we have learned about auxiliary verbs before. So I would like you to go through the video of verbs before you learn tenses. Plus not plus verb plus object. I do not or don't like sports. So here I is the subject, do is the auxiliary verb or auxiliary used, not is for negation, like is the verb, and sports is the object. When we talk about the interrogative form, we have the auxiliary first before the subject and verb. So auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus the object. For example, do you like sports? So this is all about simple present tense. Now when we talk about present continuous tense, we have is, am, are plus verb plus ing. Now for the interrogative form, is, am, are plus subject plus verb plus ing. So in the affirmative sentence, subject comes before is, am, are, whereas in interrogative form, is, am, are comes before the subject. In the negative form, we have subject plus is, am, are plus not plus verb plus ing. Let us go for the present perfect tense. We have subject plus has or have plus the third form of the verb. When we talk about the interrogative form, we have has or have before the subject. So, has or have plus subject plus the third form of the verb. In negative form, we have subject plus has or have plus not plus the third form of the verb. In present perfect continuous tense, the structure is subject plus has or have plus been plus the first form of the verb plus ing. Dear children, we have already gone into detail about all these tenses. So I am just giving the structure. So it will be easy for you to understand. In simple past tense, we have subject plus the second form of the verb. In interrogative sentence, in the simple past tense, we have did plus the subject plus the first form of the verb and the question mark. Please remember, if you don't put the question mark, it doesn't make any sense in the sentence. So, please don't forget to put the question mark. In negative sentence, we have subject plus did plus not plus the first form of the verb. In past continuous tense, we have subject plus was or were plus the first form of the verb plus ing. In the negative form, we have subject plus was or were plus not plus verb plus ing. When we talk about the interrogative form of the past continuous tense, we have was or were plus the subject plus verb plus ing. In past perfect tense, we have subject plus had plus the third form of the verb. In interrogative form of the past perfect tense, we have had, which is used before the subject. So, had plus subject plus not. Sorry, here not will not come because not comes in the negation. So, please remove the not when you write the notes. So, had plus subject plus the verb, and that is the third form of the verb. In negative form, we have subject plus had plus not plus the third form of the verb. In past perfect continuous tense, we have subject plus had plus been plus the present participle. In interrogative form, we have had plus subject plus been plus past participle plus the question mark. Negative form of the past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had plus not plus been plus the present participle. We come to the last tense, that is the future tense. In simple future tense, we have shall or will plus the verb. Negative sentences have shall or will plus not plus verb. In interrogative form, we have will or shall plus the subject plus the first form of the verb. The future continuous tense has will or shall plus be plus verb plus ing. The interrogative form has will or shall plus subject plus be plus verb plus ing. In negative form, we have subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus verb plus ing. In future perfect tense, we have shall or will plus have plus the third form of the verb. We come to the last portion, that is the future perfect continuous tense, and it has the structure shall or will plus have been plus verb plus ing. So this was all about the tenses. Hope you have understood all the types and you have gone across all the structures. If you still have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Have a good day. Thank you.